Hi, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. My name is Tina. Today we're doing a collective read. I'm going to use the Night Sun Tarot. And I'd like to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. And I'm very grateful for the old subscribers. Thank you so much. I never look at how many I have, but out of curiosity I went to check, and then I was like, already? Yay, it's past 100. So yay, this is awesome. So let's see what we got for the collective. I'm sitting outside, and I didn't have anything to really hold my phone, but I found a log, so it's kind of sitting there. So that's the best angle I could get. It's so nice though outside. Feels really good. I tell people, my loved ones, I tell them I'm like a plant. Literally, I need sunlight. And that's most humans, right? Because we have a lot of health issues if we don't get enough sunlight in our life. So it's good to have. First one that kind of flips, Seven of Swords, feeling stuck. That's usually you feel stuck, but you're not really stuck. In this image, it shows that they know they're not really stuck. It's like they took all those swords that were around them, put them in front of them, and discovered this egg. And this egg talks about like new birth, right? So it's like either it's an egg ceremony that you could do to take away all the bad. So you're looking at all the swords, everything that was troubling you in your mind, and this egg comes to either to do the egg ceremony, you can look that up, or it is showing you that you get to start a new beginning. Okay, usually this has a negative definition to it, but with the imagery it's showing something else. It's showing like you're seeing where, I guess for lack of a better term, where you went wrong, or how you created or believed this illusion, and it was from your own fears. Now you're seeing it in your face, so it's not an unknown subconscious fear. It's now being seen. And one of the best ways to overcome things is to name it, especially when it comes to the mind and the emotional realm, the mental and emotional realm. Okay? So we'll get some clarifiers on these after that. For now, we're just seeing what's happening in the collective. I'm going for surgery, and I have Ehlers-Danlos, which means connective tissue issue. And for those of you that are subscribed, they'll see this. You're welcome to do prayers. It actually helps. The one that I'm usually the type that I'll only talk about it after, and in this case I see the wisdom of like asking for help. So I'm asking my community here if they're willing, if they want to send well wishes, because even though it's a surgery a lot of women have, it's a hysterectomy. It could go wrong in all kinds of ways as well. So I am actually doing this part here and putting all my fears in front of me in the mental realm, and trying to see the future results and bringing that into the present moment so it goes well. So that's one way of doing this for anyone, actually. It's a practical way if you want to try that, if you're going through things too. Like, I've been on the brink of life and death for the last 3 years. There's been a lot of things happening, and this time here I'm like, okay, well, I overcame all that other stuff, mustard seed of faith, right? And it came through, so this can go well as well. So what else do we have? Eight of Wands. Wow. Getting out of the hole. Things are moving fast. You're getting out of the abyss into the light, up on the surface. Things will go well. Like I just said, you started off looking, facing your fears, and it starts something new. When you face your fears, it's like you just shifted a different parallel reality. You entered on the fast track. You entered on the way. You're on your way out. Like, Eight of Wands is usually about fast moving energies. Okay. And then we have the Four of Swords. Here it's saying like, it's like she's on those stillets. I don't know how you call them, but she's not touching the ground. Four of Swords. I'm trying to remember what it looks like on the original tarot, but I'm going by the imagery here too. Be cautious how you think, you know, be careful what you wish for type of thing. Be careful of your thoughts. Take your time, move forward slowly. That's what I have so far. And you notice the swords have wings, so it's kind of like, and it's sharp thoughts, but you're above it. Like whatever would bring you down, you're gonna be lifted above that because you're no longer in that dark hole, right? You're coming out of it. Wands is your passion. So my willingness to, I want to live. I want to enjoy more of this adventure called life on earth, being human. And because of that, I'll see the way through. We have a lot of swords. Wow. Okay, so now we have the Three of Swords. The heart. Three of Swords is like big pains. Thread carefully, and then I'll have to go. I'm putting myself in there because a collective read also goes with the reader. You see how they're balanced? So this pain you went through, or that you're going through, is being balanced out. So it kind of like, you know, two equal same energy that meets makes it disappear. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is walking away from things that no longer serve you. So I've been doing that too. Walking away from groups that hold a lot of drama, judgment towards one another, things that are not supportive. Let's see what we got with the clarifiers. So for the Seven, oh, look at that. For the Seven of Swords, which is the feeling stuck, it says, follow your heart. I know you will be there. So no matter what you go through, and when you face your fears, don't face it with your mind. Face it with your heart. And that way it's not so scary. You gotta connect to the heart to get out of anything that's from the mind anyway. And a clarifier for the Eight of Wands. Things moving fast. Realize that you are complete. Ah, that makes so much sense. Once you realize that, you realize where you were, you know how to get out of it because you know you're complete. So that makes you actually move out of the deep abyss, right? So realize that you are complete. And the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is healing. Ah, there we go. So while you're healing, it says take your time. And the terrain on the ground, that's why she's using the swords to lift herself up. So that you're not touching the sharp edges, the rocks. So it's like the universe will keep you above as long as you do your part as well, as long as you allow the healing. Four of Swords is healing. Wow. Woo. Okay, so the clarifier is you will overcome any challenge. So through the healing, because you're going through pain, you may have trigger moments. And that's the Three of Swords. You'll be reminded of old pains, or maybe you'll think, like after going through it, you may have some trigger moments and you'll be like, oh no, is this happening again? Am I stuck in a loop? When will this ever end? Like that's the Three of Swords, because it'll remind you of past pains. But you're already overcoming challenges. So let's see what the clarifier is. Surrender to love and practice compassionate action. So that's what you do when the pain comes up. I had a saying years ago, and I still use it today, that when you're going through pain or you have a trigger moment, they say breathe, and then let the outer breath, when you breathe out, let it breathe out through your heart chakra. And then you can imagine it's a screen door and the wind is pain, but allow the wind of pain to go through that screen door so it can be let go of. So that letting go is surrendering to love, and the practice is the breathing and being compassionate towards yourself, is taking that action. Okay. And then two more came out with that. It says you are where you're supposed to be. And it says in self-care, you are number one. So take care of you first. While you're healing, like if you have to go through something like me, for example, a surgery, while I'm healing, after the first 2 weeks, it's painful. And then after that, I'll feel to go. And I have to be in surrender for the full 8 weeks for the full recovery, or I could injure myself again. And I got to do it for myself as well. And I learn as I go, like anyone else. And in self-care, yes, you got to prioritize yourself. Like I might even have a whole bunch of friends, come out, come do this, come here, come do that. And I'll have to say, no, I'm looking after myself first. And I had friends that said, well, I'm just putting it out there, not asking what's going on. So they told me, like, maybe they're not friends. They liked when I come out because it's full of life and it's entertaining. And like, I know what my energy does. It's not there for just anyone to take. If you have that similar kind of energy, it's not an energy that you could just freely give to everybody, because a lot of them are just seeking to, they would be a drain hole. Like, they would just suck all the energy out of you. You'll know, because you'll feel drained after those interactions. So that's how you know. And you could know that they have a beautiful heart, You could know that they're a nice person, but they have a lot of things to work through, that it's not aligning with your energies at the moment, right? So, clarifier for the Six of Swords, which is the walking away card, walking away from those thoughts, feelings, actions that no longer serve you, mostly thoughts, okay? So, and this is the clarifier. You are loved beyond measure. Alright. So this is this part. I'm just going to put some of these away. Let's see what signs. I even made my own astrology signs. Which signs this has to do with, or if you have it in your chart. So This could have to do with Sagittarius. You may have it in your chart. Could have to do with Pisces. You may have it in your chart. Could have to do with Taurus. You may have it in your chart. So we have a fire, water, earth, and air. There we go. A Libra. You may have that in your chart. So those are the 4 signs that came out. And there's actually one of each element. That's very nice. Okay, what else do we have? I'm going to get the Kipper out here a little to have like a storyline about what some of you may be going through. There's a sense of community. There's people in your environment. I say that because I can hear the crows and I know they're community based. Oh, there's a lovers. There's a lover in the mix. Someone cares deeply about you and they're going to help you through what you're going through. Like, let's say if it's a surgery or something like that, like if it's something major you need to heal, a recovery after an accident. So you have someone that's a partner, a loved one that's going to be there to help. For some of you, there's a message, and it may be a summons to go to court, because we have judication. So let's see how this all comes together. If I put lover's message and judication, it could be you're getting married, or you will be, and it's a person of high honor. So this lover could be someone that is of high honor, and maybe something's happening with the courts. Maybe justice is being done. There's courtship. So lover's message, judication, high honor, and courtship. Justice is being done in the ways of who supports you. In the bottom of the deck we have community. Maybe you were treated unfairly. Maybe you heard a friend that was talking bad about another friend, and you know that if they're able to speak about somebody else to you in such a way that if you're not there, they're also going to be talking about you that same way. Whatever displeases that person at the moment. So it may not be someone that is supportive, but there may be someone around you that will point it out, and that's who's supporting you. Okay. What else do we got? Do we have? Oh, there's one here. No. Oh. Whoever it is that is doing those stories or putting those judgments, they're kind of like in despair. It says not hiring. It could have been someone that did not have a job or is looking for a job, and they went into a cycle of despair, and every time you saw them, they complained that they didn't have work or no one's hiring. This could be an indication of who it is you got to watch out for. And then for the end of the reading, for some of you, you may be receiving a gift, and we have gift and sudden wealth. So this could have to do with the courts. Maybe something is being resolved for some of you. It could be the ones that support you, that love you, is going to bring you a gift. Sudden wealth and gift. It could be from someone you don't even know, but that has always been supportive towards you. You may, bottom of the deck, it may come from a main male. Main male could be the main male in your family. It could be your granddad you look up to. It could be your own father. It could be a brother. It could be your partner. Okay? Now the Kipper is gender specific, so I'll take it into consideration. What else? I think that's it. I'm gonna go as far as I can, but I'm recording on my cell phone and it only has so much space, you know. Well, this has been your reading. Thank you, everyone. This is Tina from Cosmic Turtles. I absolutely enjoyed seeing that we have new subscribers. Thank you. I'm very grateful about that. And so my surgery is at the end of the month, or near the last week of the month, on the 25th. But from here to there, I'll try to do more readings, and then we'll see what happens. So thank you very much. This is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and we'll see you in the next reading.